أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولأضلنهم ولأمنينهم ولآمرنهم فليبتكن آذان الأنعام فليبتكن آذان الأنعام ولآمرنهم فليغيرن خلق الله ومن يتخذ الشيطان وليا من دون الله فقد خسر خسرانا مبينا يعدهم ويمنيهم وما يعدهم الشيطان إلا غرورا أولئك مأواهم جهنم ولا يجدون عنها محيصا. Dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I recited Surah An-Nisa Ayat number 119, 120 and 121. In these ayat, Allah tells about shaitan, so the devil. So because the devil or shaitan is the open enemy for human being. Shaitan try to mislead with different tactics. So in order to bring the wrong way that leads to the hellfire. So how it work? First of all, Shaitan tries to produce different type of desires, intentions in the minds of person, then motivate him to do it with different tactics in order to satisfy his wants. So if the person is understanding wrong, Shaitan tries to bring in his mind some ideas which bring him to understand that he is doing everything right. Because Shaitan tries to initiate, motivate and promote in person those types of ideas which are favorable according to his own mind. So because Shaitan knows the person's psychology more than you know about yourself. So this way Shaitan tries to find out those ideas, those desires, those type of hopes which are hidden in you, and those make you to be fulfilled, but Shaitan tries to make it to be fulfilled through hook or by crook. So you are just to follow Shaitan because your hopes or desires are going to be fulfilled and you become happy, and even some type of things you feel is a little bit away from the reality, but you try to do it in order to satisfy your wants. So this is all done because of shaitanic intervention or shaitanic motivation. So he tries to make in you to do those type of things to satisfy yourself, to make your way not sirat mustaqim but against it, and so that you can get the access towards the hellfire. And even you will not have the hope of like repentance and astaghfar, because shaitan makes in you the idea that still you have a long life, don't worry, so you will have to do the tawbah astaghfar later, and then you will be able to do prayer salah and everything, and when you will get old, no problem, still you can enjoy your life and love the worldly things and fulfill your desires and make your life more enjoyable. So this is the slogan, enjoy your life, that makes in mind by shaitan, and you are just to follow that. We read this one. Allah said, Wala udillannahum, and shaitan said that I will mislead the person. Wala umanniyannahum, and I will produce sinful hopes and desires in him. Wala amurannahum, and I will order him, command him to do fala yubattikunna, that he should slit or cut the ears, azan al-an'am, cut the ears of animals. Fala yubattikunna azan al-an'am, so I will command them to slit the ears of animals. Wala amurannahum, and I will also say to them, Fala yughayyirunna, that they can bring changes, khalqillah, in the creation of Allah. Wa man yattakhizi shaytanu, and a person who make friendship with shaitan, waliyan, waliyan means friendship, who make friendship with shaitan, min dunillah, leaving Allah. So man yattakhizi shaytanu waliyan min dunillah, and a person who make friendship with shaitan, leaving Allah, faqad khasira khusrana mubina, faqad, so indeed that person, khasira mean loss, khusrana mubina is open loss, the person has fall into the open loss. Next ayat, ya'iduhum, and shaitan promises, wa yumannihim, and arise hopes in the person, wala ya'iduhum, and Allah said, wama ya'iduhum, and wama ya'iduhum shaitanu, and shaitan is not to promise you illa ghurura, but the deception, delusion. Next ayat, ulaika ma'wahum jahannam, and these are the people with hellfire, their destination. Wala yajiduna, and they will not find anha mahisa, from it an escape. So they will not find a place for escape. So we read one time more. So Allah said, Wala udillannahum wala umanniyannahum wala amurannahum fala yubattikunna azan al-an'ami wala amurannahum fala yughayyirunna khalqallah wa man yattakhizi shaytana waliyyan min dunillahi faqad khasira khusranan mubina. So in this ayat Allah said, and shaitan is just to say before Allah, and I will mislead them, mislead the human being, and I will produce in them the desires and hopes. So, and I will command them to slit or cut the ears of animals, and I will command them to bring changes in the creation of Allah. And a person who will make friendship with shaitan except Allah, in fact, he has gained the clear loss. In the next ayat, Allah said, يَعِدُهُمْ وَيُمَنِّهِمْ وَمَا يَعِدُهُمُ الشَّيْطَانُ إِلَّا غُرُورًا. Shaitan promises them and arises in them the desires, and the shaitan does not promise them except delusion or deception. Last ayat, أُولَٰئِكَ مَأْوَاهُمْ جَهَنَّمُ. They are the people with the hell destination. وَلَا يَجِدُونَ, and they will not find anha mahisa, and they will not find a place for escape from there. Think now, this is the situation, because shaitan is the open enemy of a person who is with iman. So shaitan tries to steal the iman of a person whenever, wherever, and how is possible. Shaitan tries to find out all the psychological ideas and your favorite ideas, your lovable ideas, and then try to cheat you through that way, and to bring you a place where you will be misleaded from the right path and to follow the shaitan. So this way, then shaitan will try to bring in you that still you have a long life. You don't do tawbah astaghfar. You keep on doing it, and no problem. So you will find the time, and when you grow old, then you will try to be a good Muslim and try to follow the Islamic things, but just now enjoy your life now. So this type of ideas coming in the mind, and the person become lazy and try to do everything under the following of shaitanic intervention. So this way, if you look back at the time of ignorance, so shaitan tries his best to bring in the people mind that the animals, you have to make them devoted to the statues, to the idols. So they were just to make them like fixed or special for the idol, so with their name, and they were just to cut the ears of that. So this was the situation, this was the idea, cutting in ears, like because shaitan said, Fala yubattikunna azan al-an'am. So Allah, shaitan said, I will command them to slit the ears of animals. So this way they were just to cut the ears, and any animal that whose ears were cut, they were understanding that this one is the animal devoted to the idol. So this way they were not to disturb that one. Wherever this was going to graze, no one was to remove that, and no one was able to take the milk of that if they were camels, like she camels. So no one was able to take that, even if it was to be slaughtered, and they were not to eat the meat, but they were thinking that the meat of that is halal for the male but not halal for the females. So these type of things were they were having like that. So this type of thing. So this way the camels, even they were thinking, if the camel after the she camel, if after giving 5 camel birth, then that was devoted to the idol, or they were believing the idol, they are their god. So they were devoting the camels just for that. So this, and they were to cut the ears, so that it was the identification that this animal is devoted to the idol. So this was the situation like that time. This way shaitan tried, and he has done it. And the other thing which is here, you can see shaitan said, I will try to mislead the people and produce in them different type of hopes. And wala amurannahum fala yughayyirunna khalqallah. Then he said, I will produce in them the idea that they will have to bring the changes in the creation of Allah. So this is like a very important. Even Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said in one hadith that the women who are just to make marks on the body, marks and tattoos, or who are just to like take away the hairs from their face, and also they are just to make the space between the teeth, just to make them like try to make the space between the teeth. So or they were just to join the hairs of others with their hair. So Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said those are under curse of Allah. So this hadith is in Sahih Muslim and Sahih Bukhari also. So this way, one woman came to Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. She said, I am just to marry my daughter, but she has a problem. She has some illness. All of the hair of the head have been fall down. So she is like having no hair on the head. So I want that she should get the other hairs, like she can have a like that type of wig, people they take like that. And she requested Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said to her that a woman who is doing this type of activity, that is under curse of Allah. So this hadith is in Sahih Muslim, Sahih Bukhari also. Even Imam Malik, he interpreted that even the hairs, if they are made from the cloth or from the wool or from any other thing, so those are also prohibited for the woman to join it. Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he also added that you should not change the creation of Allah, like what Allah has created in you are not to change that. Mostly the people, they are doing, for example, you can see the sun, moon, stars, stones and fire. So Allah has produced these things just to guide the people, just the person, they have to get the benefit from them. But some of the people, they made them God, they made them their they try to worship them also. So this is the situation. And similarly, like you can see the one other, like against the creation of Allah, some people, they are doing it. But now is if you look at LGBT plus, so that is against the creation of Allah, against the nature. So but it is becoming a law by United Nations that should be implemented in the member countries up to the year 2030. So they said, even if you look, they have LGBT, L mean like lesbian, like the woman, like female, she can marry the female. So this is like and then G is like gay, is like male with male. So this is like, you can see this type of evil practice was at the time of Lut alayhi salam, and the biggest torment of Allah came and they have been destroyed. And this is now, they are trying to legalize it now. And they have done, mostly if you look in some places in the world, like even in we living in London here, and in the central London, if you look, there are two special type of masajid, mosque, where one is for the lesbian, where the imam is the woman, and she married already the woman, and she tried to do nikah within the masjid, woman with woman, and this is done. And there is, if you go a little bit forward, the other some distance forward, and there is one other mosque, that is mosque for the gay. So the imam who is there, and he has married the male person, and he is doing their nikah male with male. So these type of things, not in this place, but in the different places in the world, many places this has been already is people, they are not to feel it, because actually this, they are destroying the Islamic identity, but people, they are the modern people who are modern Muslim, they are accommodating it. You can see what is happening this. So this is the situation also. And similarly, even if you look the transgender, like you can change the sex, so that is becoming also a tradition also, even in among the Muslims. And these are the things which are happening in the world, and very, very dangerous these are. Even in future you will see that in the school, when you will send your children in school, and school in future they are trying to manage some type of sweets or toffees and chocolate and different things. They are just to put inside there the hormones which can change the sex. So they will be given to the those things, those sweets will be given to the children who want to change the sex. So this will happen in future. This is the new program is coming like this. Even is a pedophile is becoming more popular in the people also, and they are trying to make some type of medicines and other things that can make their to fulfill their sexual lust without any disturbance to the child also. So this is happening in future also, which are coming in future. So is the lust of sex and lust of eating like with haram is coming in action in future also, you will see. So these are the things which are spoiling the the creation of Allah in the on the earth planet in future. This is happening like this. And Shaitan tries, this is all is through Shaitan, and Shaitan is trying to, even Shaitan tries to excite the people from those places like where the person's own desire is hidden. And then he try to make idea in the mind that don't worry, your life is still long. You have long life, you have to continue, and don't do tawbah astaghfar, because still you have too much life. When you will grow older, you will also do tawbah astaghfar then. But we don't know, the life will finish in the next moment. This way, the what the Shaitan is trying to produce hopes and promises, those are delusion, those are deception. Be careful. This way, the Shaitan is trying to make you the partner in the hellfire. So this is the utmost try of Shaitan upon you. This way, Shaitan tries to bring in you different type of desires to make you lazy to fulfill the compulsory act of Allah, and you will have to get the place in the hellfire. Even when you die, Shaitan wants that you should die without tawbah astaghfar also. So you can see on the body of a person, many people, they tries to bring tattoos, but they are not to feeling it bad. But that is not allowed in Islam. So this is the other problem. And so many, even in the female, then they join the hairs of other people and other women and their own hairs, and they don't try it is un-Islamic, but that is out of Islam, but they are not feeling it. So this way, even you can see Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam also cursed the woman who is trying to make the shape and taking the dress of the male person. Even the female who is trying to take the dress of male person, and that is under curse of Allah. And similarly, the male person who is taking the dress of the female and making the habits of the female, and that is also under curse of Allah. Similarly, birth control, that is not in Islam. So these are all things which are against the takhliq of Allah, against the creation of Allah, and that is happening also. And even you can see in Islamic point of view, that is also the gold is not allowed for the male people, but they are taking it and they are wearing it, something with the gold. So even the beard is that you can see they are cutting without any, because beard, all the prophets messengers, they were having this one. So even the hairs, for the hairs of the woman and the head, like you can see, but many women, they are trying to make haircut like the males. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Man tashabbaha qawma fahuwa minhum," and because they are following the other people who are not Muslim. So this way, if they follow that, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, at the day of judgment, they will be with them. This way, the other ayat Shaitan said that ya'iduhum wa yumannihim, and Shaitan tried to make the promises and the hopes, give hopes to the people, and wa ma ya'iduhum shaitanu illa ghurura. Allah said the Shaitanic hopes and the promises, those are only delusion or deception. So be careful. So like for example, you can see the Shaitan gave a idea in the person. Okay, you try to take the bribery, you be a rich person. You can try to steal the things, or become rob the person or something, or you have if you are businessman, you have to mix up impure in the pure things, you just get the more money, or you will be rich one. Even you can hold the things and sell it. When you will sell it with high price, then you will get more money there. So this way Shaitan try to make in mind how to be a rich person through the undesirable, unlawful things. So is this by hook or by crook? So the person, they try to follow it. Even Shaitan sometime may give the hope in the person that you no need to marry, because when you try to marry, do nikah, that will be expensive for you. But you try to do like this type of indecency, and you can follow like this and make a relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend. Try it this way, you can enjoy life. So the person follow that one. So these are the tactics which the Shaitan is trying. This way Allah said, Ya'iduhum wa yumannihim. So Shaitan make the hopes in the person and do it. That Shaitan say, try to do these things also. When Shaitan say, don't spend your money just for Allah. No, don't spend money to give to the relative or to the needy people, because you will become poor. So this is the idea which comes in mind by Shaitan. But Allah said, if you are doing this, money will increase, because Allah will bring increment, because Allah will bring other sources for you to bring more risk for you. Similarly, you can say sometimes Shaitan bring in your mind idea that if some relative of you want to disconnect with you, but you try to connect, because Islam say you have to connect. But Shaitan try to bring in your idea. If that person is going to disconnect you, you try to disconnect also. No problem. So this way Shaitan brings in you different types of ideas. Even you can see Allah said that inna akramakum indallahi atqakum, that favorite person before Allah is that one who is the pious person, so among you. But Shaitan said no, a person who has more money, more rich person, that is the respectable person. So this is like these type of ideas coming from the Shaitan also in you. So this way be careful, like Shaitan try to sometime bring in you the idea of greediness and jealousy and enmity, and sometime bring bloodshed also. Sometime it can, but this Shaitan say, okay, this way you will get more. Like if someone is he say, okay, you have to kill that person and you will get to the more inheritance like this. So this way, like different type of ideas, that is hopes or ideas coming from Shaitan. The person, if doing that, will get the consequences of that also at any time in this life also, and the life hereafter will have to get the consequences of that in the form of punishment in the hellfire. So this way different type of ideas coming from shaitan to do the backbiting and slandering and also defaming other people to get your goal. So people try to do that also. But these things are just for the time being, and because after all you have to die and you have to face Allah at the day of judgment, and Allah will tell you what you are doing here, and on the basis of your deeds you will have the place in the hellfire or paradise. This way Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Ad-dunya mazra'atul akhirah," and this whatever you will sow in this world, you will cut that at the day of judgment. It means whatever you will do here, you will get the fruit of that at the day of judgment. Try to be good person and try to make your this life better, so that you will get the fruit of that in the life hereafter. So make your life more better here, your own and the life of other people, and be kind and good, and try to follow the footsteps of Allah, and which we got through Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then don't follow shaitan and its tactics, so that you can get to the best place at the day of judgment. Allah give us tawfiq. Ameen.